Hey everyone, welcome to our weekly live video. I'm very glad you're here. Today we're going to go over a few exciting news updates for August 2021, and I'm also going to go over some questions that we've received here on our channel this week. As always, I'm Nicole from Low Income Relief, where we help millions of people save money and get free stuff. Before we get into what I have prepared for you today though, I just wanted to sincerely thank you all so much for your kind comments on last week's video. I was obviously really upset about some of the comments that we had received, the people who were accusing me of lying to you, but you all came in with these wonderful, heartfelt comments, and I just have to say I adore you, and I'm so glad that you're part of our community, and thank you so much for that uplifting experience. So first up, the news. First, the Treasury has begun sending monthly tax credit advances for low-income families with children. The first payment was issued around July 15th, and the amounts were $300 for children under age 6 and $250 for children between the ages of 6 and 17. Nearly 60 million children were covered by these payments. If you have a child in your household and you meet the income requirements, then you should be getting these payments even if you usually don't make enough to file taxes. Since August 15th will fall on a Sunday, payments this month should be issued on August 13th instead. That's the Friday before. Second, Congress is considering a bill that would help lift low-income military households out of poverty. Again, this is just in consideration and is not yet official, although the things I read said that it was expected to pass. There is no guarantee of that. The bill that is being considered would raise troop pay by 2.7% and create a new basic needs allowance to help military members that are living at or below 130% of the federal poverty level. I remember struggling to get by on my husband's military salary, so I fully support this bill, and I sincerely hope it would pass because that would be amazing for our military families. Third, fewer low-income students are choosing to enroll in college this year. Nationwide, the New York Times has reported that applications have dropped by nearly 5%. 5% may not sound like a lot, but that represents over 100,000 low-income students who are not planning to attend college this fall. And if you include last year's drop, there are over 250,000 less students attending college this year. If you or someone you know is interested in attending college, make sure you pop over to fafsa.gov, fafsa.gov, and fill out the application for financial assistance, including the Pell Grant. And if you're in Vermont, be sure to check out 802 Opportunity. This new grant program pays for up to 2 years of tuition for one of 33 different programs at the Community College of Vermont. In order to be eligible, you must have a family adjusted gross income of less than $50,000 per year. Okay. Fourth, Governor Newsom of California has signed into law a bill that extends full Medi-Cal services to all low-income Californians age 50 and older. This includes people with pre-existing conditions and undocumented immigrants. Approximately 250,000 people are expected to be covered by this change, and these are people who previously did not qualify for Medicaid. These changes will not go into effect until May 2022. Also in California, nearly 1 million low-income people have missed out on extra stimulus and tax credits because they did not claim the California Earned Income Tax Credit. The law allows low-income families to claim up to 4 years of past credits that they've missed, so please look into this if you think that you may be eligible. Fifth, families in Indiana can enroll in a free virtual PreK program for their kids. Waterford Upstart provides low-income families in Indiana with a computer and internet access so that their young children can receive online instruction in reading, math, and science. They are looking for up to 300 4-year-olds whose families earn 120% of the poverty level or less. Sixth, Oklahoma has launched their Medicaid expansion, finally. Up to 190,000 more low-income people in Oklahoma will be eligible for Medicaid coverage under this newly expanded program. People between the ages of 19 and 64 who have an income that is at or below 133% of the federal poverty guidelines are eligible for coverage now in Oklahoma. Seventh, low-income seniors in La Crosse County, Wisconsin may be eligible for $25 in farmers market vouchers. These vouchers are available from the Aging and Disability Resource Center of La Crosse County and can be redeemed at any of 6 different markets in the area. Now, even if you aren't in Wisconsin, this is important for you to know because these programs I've seen pop up in multiple states and areas. I just so happened to see the news update for Wisconsin this week, but please contact your area agency on aging to see if this is available in your area. Oh, and by the way, if you have school-aged children and haven't looked at the list of free school supplies that we've put out this year, make sure to check that out because most of these programs end in early August and you don't want to miss this. We've got at least $20 in free school supplies that everybody can claim, and of course other programs that may be in your area. So now let's transition. Let's answer some questions that we got this week. Maria asked if Boost nutrition drinks can be purchased with food stamps, also known as SNAP benefits. The answer to this question is yes. The Boost website has a frequently asked questions section, and that's where I found this answer. The company does state that Boost drinks are considered eligible foods for SNAP benefits, so that is great news. Laura asked what state I live in, and that is a really difficult question right now. For those of you who follow the channel, you know I'm technically homeless. I'm living in a hotel, and we're kind of drifting around a little bit. I am actually looking at rental homes in a multi-state area right now. Historically, though, I've lived in many different states, from Washington on the West Coast to Georgia in the East. I like to move around a lot. I like to experience new things, get to know new people, and that's actually proven very beneficial, especially now that I run this channel, because I understand how things work in multiple areas. I understand that, different areas have different names for things and whatnot, so it's just kind of a fun fact about me. And speaking of rentals, Donna asked if I needed donations so that we could get out of this hotel and into a rental. And I just have to say that I really appreciate how thoughtful and considerate that was. I just think that's awesome that somebody would think of our family enough to offer to do that. The good news is, though, we don't actually need any donations. The issue that we're having in getting out of this hotel isn't necessarily financial. It's the lack of inventory. There just aren't any rentals big enough for my family. My husband and I have 5 children, so we need at least a 4-bedroom home, and there aren't very many available in our area right now. And I'm looking in a pretty big area, guys. There just aren't that many rental homes, and the competition for them is so fierce that if you're not the first one to apply, you don't really have a chance of getting it. I've seen landlords shut down applications after 8 hours because they're getting so many applications from people. And it's my understanding that this is a pretty common issue nationwide right now. So, yeah, we're just living in a hotel for now, and hopefully something will happen soon. We also received a number of other questions this week, but most of those need to be answered in their own video just because they are so detailed and expansive. So if you asked other questions this week, please stay tuned. Make sure you've got those notifications enabled, and we'll try to get those answers out to you as soon as we can. As always, thank you for watching our video. Thank you for being part of our community, and be sure to be here next week when I answer more questions.